needed. So, the different kinds of medications error based on RSI, mostly on based on these subsets. What I just told you, because all this information is there in the labeling documents. And this common prescription is, this is how it is mentioned in the labeling document. Like Tylenol is given for the general population for fever, 500 mg tablets orally per 12 hours for 5 days. So something like this, which is mentioned in the labeling document. But if the same Tylenol is given to the general population for fever, 1000 mg orally 3 times a day for more than 5 days, then this is something which goes beyond the labeling document, and this is something which has not been studied in our clinical trials. So, as per that, you will have the medication error reported to you. And those medication error can be, the strength or dose of the product. There are more dose which has been administered to the patient. Frequency is more, and even it is given for more number of days. So this is how medication errors are reported to us. And medication errors are explained based on the reference safety information. If the product is used which is not in line with the product information in RSI, it can be considered as a medication error. Like for FDA guidance on medication error, for an example, hair loss in chemotherapy, which is a common side effect. It happens. And medication error is human error. That is something which is preventable, which can be prevented if being careful, but it is also sometimes unintentional failure. And about this unintentional failure, you will have a better picture in the at the end of the slide when I'm going to explain that. And then medication error, which may be identified in post-marketing use and may frequently arise from the appearance of the product or its labelings are sometimes, there are different kinds of medication errors based on the drug procurement or HCP to the patient. And here it is like this is FDA guidance on medication errors. There are a lot of kinds of different medication errors which is reported to us, and they all fall under these subcategories. Now, there can be prescription error. Prescription errors can be related to the correct dose, strength of the product, uh, route of administration, the length of the treatment, instruction for the dose titration, most appropriate dosing time, if applicable, like Davigo, which is given for insomnia, taken before bedtime, but which is like, most appropriate dosing time. But if it is taken during the daytime, it will cause drowsiness and it can lead to accidents or many other things, or somnolence or daytime sleepiness. So these are like some of the examples I can give for the medication error because of the human error. And then a medication error can arise from the storage of the product. Storage as in which condition the product has been stored. Like the product was supposed to kept under 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but the product was stored beyond that on in a during the summertime in a room temperature which was around 80 or 85-degree Fahrenheit. So that is a storage problem, but we even get cases from that wherein the product has been stored uh, beyond the temperature limitation, or the product was supposed to kept it away from the sunlight, but the product was kept under the sunlight or something like that. And then there could be dispensing errors. Dispensing errors are actually prescriptions